from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and Dorsett, featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amye Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fashion Friday, America, the beautiful for spacious skies. It's the 4th of July, man. Can you believe that? Hey, in the Bahamas, do they celebrate? How do they celebrate Independence Day?
Well, there's a 50th Independence celebration. 50th, so it's not 500. 50th. It's happening on July 10th.
Oh,
I remember as a kid when the Union Jack was brought down.
so they take all the leftover 4th of July rockets and they send them to the Bahamas.
I don't think it's even legal there.
It's legal in Wisconsin. It seems like everything's legal nowadays. So today what we're doing is we're breaking down summer hats, summer linen, and summer man bags. And Keith is the authority on Fashion Fridays, and Keith's going to fill us in. Tell us what's going on.
Man, that's a lot of pressure to authority.
I'm telling you, can handle it, a guy like you.
I wear the stuff you hand me down.
I see you wearing some shatong on your head.
It is a shantung.
Shatong.
That's your language.
Right, which means a Pope hat.
It's a lightweight shantung that actually goes with, remember the pants that we made for the store, the linen pants, right here, and shirt, very, very
You made this shirt.
Yeah, and it's so super comfortable.
So you're saying that you can get both these things made here, and then top it off with a hat.
With a topper.
Right.
And I know you guys try to use this for bird watcher, but I am such a big fan of this.
Keith, you make my heart go pitter patter.
I keep all of my utensils right in here.
And I tell you, it's a very highly functional bag, isn't it?
To me, it is.
You can even fit. You get 75 rounds of shotgun shells in the thing. If you're going bird hunting, or Keith can convert it. He can do
telephone in here.
So anyway, give me some sage advice on Independence Day, and then we're gonna tell these folks that we got a show coming up, so they should watch. So tell us one thing, Independence Day for you.
For me, I think being in the United States and as an American in the United States that was born somewhere else, it's such a celebration because it's such a melting pot. Right. You have people of all races,
coming together,
all religions coming together, and the pursuit of what we call freedom, freedom of speech,
Amen.
Freedom of movement, and it allows us to have a beautiful space. Allows us to be the entrepreneurs that we, as much as our minds can dream of, we can shoot for it. So those things are in my opinion, are valuable to pass on to our kids, to say whatever you can dream of. This affording people of all races, creeds, the opportunity to be able to dream big and achieve your dreams.
That is well said. Keith, thanks again for your insight, for being fashionable and questionable. We'll see you next week.
Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Welcome to another show of the Haberdasher's Couch. We don't have to pay somebody to listen to me. And I'm telling you, it's Happy Friday. I got Todd Walker, Todd About Town with us on the show. And soccer, football, flag football, top spin, cornhole. It's all happened at the 41st annual.
Well, there's so much going on. Obviously, we're going into 4th of July weekend, so we'll set it up here a little bit. So I wanted to do kind of a variety of different things that people might want to check out. And starting with this Hmong International Freedom Festival, I've actually gone to this before, and it's over at McMurray Field, which, if you're not familiar, it's kind of on your way to the
Como Park.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's right over in the Como
You
Park
got that
area.
big fence that goes around it.
Yep. And they have, I mean, unbelievable food for sale, and there's so many people, and they have soccer, they have different sports and activities going on. So that's happening on July 1st and July 2nd. So that's fun.
And it says fun for everyone. So it's not exclusive, it's inclusive.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Which
Yeah,
is
I've
really
gone before.
awesome. Independence Day in the historic Fort Snelling 1898 style.
Yeah. Okay. So I've covered this before in the past, and it's really fun. And I thought this really does say 4th of July. And you go out there, they have the reenactments, and they have the different events that happen. Then you walk through the little buildings, they shoot off the cannon. Right. So if you want to do something with your family, you want to have a great time, you want to talk a little bit about the history of the United States and talk about the 4th of July, it's kind of a good launching pad.
Yeah, that military parade with the drums.
Yep, they do that.
It goes right into your your soul.
They do that too. Yep, right? It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then we move on and we say, hey, what better place to celebrate the 4th of July than Valley Fair?
Well, yeah, and the city of St. Paul has decided that they're not interested in doing fireworks, and so
it's a Soak City water park.
Yeah, so I thought, you know what? Let's send people to Valley Fair,
right?
And to celebrate the 4th of July. And they do like a massive 4th of July celebration and some great fireworks. So go out there, spend the day with your family, go on the rides, have a good time, have a picnic. They have great dining options out there as well. And stay and enjoy the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. And then, isn't it nice to hear the taste of Minnesota? Is that true?
Well, yeah, but do you look where it is?
I know, on Nicollet Mall.
Yeah, so
how is that going to happen?
Well, St. Paul wasn't interested in hosting it,
wow.
And so they because they weren't interested, Minneapolis jumped at the opportunity, and Minneapolis is going to be doing Taste of Minnesota up and down Nicollet Mall.
Well, I guess it makes sense with all the avenue.
So that's happening all weekend long. I have a lot of friends that are going down there. I'm going to head out, I think, on the 3rd. It's free just to attend. Mm-hmm. They're going to have just a lot of different dining options and food trucks. And then they are also going to have some stages where they're going to have some performers. Mm-hmm. So there are going to be options that you may have to pay for as well.
Now, Allianz Field is really a state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah, it's soccer, beautiful.
Right? Beautiful stadium.
It's just I really like it there. To me, it's the design of it is so interesting and attractive, and then even inside the stadium, it's just as easy to get around. The sight lines are great, and if you haven't been to one of these soccer games at Allianz Field, it is really fun to watch the Minnesota United. They have the Wonder Wall at one end, which is, I had the opportunity to sit in on their Wonder Wall at one time, and wow.
So that's about 5,000 spectators each?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. I think you're pretty close there. And, the tickets start at, I believe, like $35 for the game on the 1st. But once again, you're outside. It's going to be a nice weekend. Why not go and take in some sports? So there are a number of options when it comes to fireworks, and a lot of the local communities, once again, St. Paul is not a fan of fireworks, so they don't have them here. But they're in, some other places around the Twin Cities.
So the Minnesota United versus Portland.
Yep.
$35.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
Todd,
it should be good.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
It's a big bang for you. And we'll see you next week.
Hello, I'm Amye the Hypnotist here at beautiful Heimie's Haberdashery, and this is Coffee Talk. What does Henry Ford's assembly line for the Model T and metal navigational buoys for boats have to do with your backyard barbecue? Well, quite a bit, as it turns out. Back in 1919, Henry Ford realized that his assembly line was creating a lot of extra wood that was just going to waste. One of his relatives decided to go in and make it into charcoal briquettes, which they then sold at the dealerships. His name, of course, was Mr. Kingsford. Now, moving on to 1950, a man named George Steffen made a beautiful backyard barbecue out of brick, which was very trendy at the time. He immediately burnt his steaks to a crisp and was very unhappy with the design. Fortunately, he worked at Weber Metal Works, and he went in the next day, and it was his job to weld together 2 large spheres of metal into navigational buoys. He took half of one of those spheres, welded on 3 legs, made it a cover, and that was our very first Weber grill. So this 4th of July, we're celebrating more than just our freedom. We are celebrating with our barbecues the ingenuity of our fellow Americans. So have a great 4th of July, everyone, and that's Coffee Talk.